Hey, people, let's do some concept work today. The concept that I want to talk to you guys about is vulnerability. Vulnerability is interesting as a psychological construct because when we think about it from a physical standpoint, vulnerability normally equates weakness, right? If you are thinking about being vulnerable, you're thinking about a weakness somewhere where you can be hurt or attacked. Because of that, a lot of us like to equate vulnerability psychologically as a weakness. We don't like to be vulnerable because we feel like we are now going to be hurt in some way. And though there's some truth to that, because in opening yourself up to vulnerability, you do stand a chance of something hurting, something going wrong. The inverse, though, is without opening it up, you do not get a chance to make deep and lasting connections. Without being vulnerable, you don't understand how to commit and you don't understand what love and nurture and restoration feels like. So, one of the highest levels of intimacy is created by having vulnerability. I have plenty of people in this world I'm vulnerable with. My wife, my kids. Matter of fact, my kids are the people that I'm probably the most vulnerable with. And what does that leave me with? A lot of, if I didn't have high self-esteem, they'd be tearing my ass out the frame because I'm vulnerable to them. I don't present myself to them in a certain way to navigate how they're going to judge me. Oh, they'll let me know everything from I'm getting fat today to I need to do something about my hair, my beard, whatever. And they will casually say it because they're kids. But because those are the people I'm the most vulnerable with, it's more fun in games. It's more laughter than anything, right? What I want to talk to you guys about today is how vulnerability is going to increase your ability to be adaptable. All right? Adaptable. It is something that I didn't learn until late in life. I grew up with a survivor's mindset. What that means is, single parent home, living in different situations, poverty, homelessness, all that stuff. I learned a shit ton of survival skills, right? I learned how to navigate the world with a sense of ultra independence. I was able to kind of stand on my own and, not just not take shit, but be able to live in a world where I can trust me and I can depend on me and I can do things. That caused issues early in my relationships because it's kind of hard to say you love somebody and you are ultra independent, right? So what I learned was that I had to increase my vulnerability, which was a scary process, right? I want you guys to use this analogy, right? I use it with my patients sometimes. I want you guys to think of your childhood, your upbringing as the ocean, right? And let's say that you're a shark in that ocean. A shark doesn't really have any natural predators, right? From an evolutionary standpoint, a shark is probably the most well-designed killing machine on this planet, right? They're born ready to kill and eat. They're fast, they're strong, they're cunning. They have teeth that continue to grow, rows after teeth. They don't even have to stop. They digest almost everything. They are able in that ocean to pretty much live the way they want to live. As a matter of fact, if a shark's around, most time everything else moves away. It looks at life as something to be challenged and beaten. You're either prey or you're not. And sharks work very well in the water, right? Sharks are kings in the water and they do what they want. Matter of fact, sharks are so fucking scary that if something even looks like a shark, we're scared. It could be a dolphin or a piece of trash. Let a fin come out of the water and see how quickly people move around. That's how powerful and strong sharks are. Conversely, that same shark can go and be beached. Let's just say 50 yards inland, right? And a 3-year-old can come up and poke that damn shark in the eye with a stick. Why? Because the shark does not have adaptability. The shark now is so vulnerable because it doesn't want to change. All those skills that worked in that world were incredible. Being fast, being strong, all of that's incredible. On land, none of it matters. Why is that? Because some of us have incredible survival skills, but it's the living skills that's kicking our ass. It's not, can I start up and do this all on my own? Can I push forward? We can do that shit easy. It's, Can I be vulnerable? Can I allow someone to help? Can I connect with someone in a way where they get to know more about me than I'm normally comfortable with sharing? See, the shark has no ability on land to use any of those skills. And some of us are the same way. Oh, we want to get our ass back in water because that makes more sense. It makes incredible sense to jump back in that water. But you won't adapt. You won't learn, right? Whales mate for life. I ain't heard about no sharks mating for life. Whales, hey, they meet and they're together traveling a whole ocean together. Not sharks. Those survival skills that you had, that ability to keep moving forward, that ability to do what you need to do to take care of you, your kids, your wife, your husband, those are all incredible skills. But if they're survival based, you're going to find that the simple things elude you. Simple like not always looking for the way out in a relationship. Your fears that everybody can do things without you. The inability to compromise. Or, here's a biggie, to fucking apologize correctly. That's one thing I learned that I didn't understand very well. I was such an incredible survivor or shark that when the hell did I have to learn how to apologize? My apologies were, I'm sorry that you feel that way. Never, I'm sorry for hurting you. It took years for me to develop that skill. Some of you have to develop that skill. Some of you have to learn that it's not just about how I'm feeling. If I want to increase intimacy, if I want to become vulnerable, that it does not equate just to weakness. That having a vulnerable mindset, I do therapy every day and I have people in this room, in my practice, in my programs, show vulnerability every day, and it's some of the strongest shit I've ever seen. I see them admit to things that no other person would. They get those things out of them in a space where they get to say, that hurt me. And I see them grow and they develop from it. Nothing you do, if you're a shark, is going to translate well on land. Up and include breathing. Notice that a shark drowns on land from an oxygen-rich environment. But they breathe oxygen in the water. Sharks don't breathe water, they breathe oxygen. But their gills learn how to extract the oxygen from the water. And then they get into a land situation and they drown. Why do I use that analogous? Because some of you are okay with being able to stretch and pull intimacy and love and vulnerability, and you'll damn yourself in situations where it's given freely. You meet somebody who loves you genuinely, who wants to express things, and now you're all out of sorts. Why? Because it's an oxygen-rich environment. Because it's a nurturing environment. You don't know what to do. Now, if I do some slick shit, you can figure it out. Oh, he loves me because of this, or she loves me because of that. But if I put it right in front of you, you got the hypercritical face. So I want you guys to think about not losing the ability to be a shark, but adapting to the land. Because you will always be a shark. Those survival skills will always be there. But will they gain you what you want? Because some of us have fought damn hard to get out of the fucking water. We've been through trials and tribulations. We did everything we could to get out of the water. Our way isn't back. It's forward. It's forward. I want you to think about that next time you're going through something. And ask yourself, can I be vulnerable? Can I be vulnerable in this? Yes, it's going to come with the potential for distress, the potential for pain. But it also comes with the potential for love and acceptance. Armor protects you from a lot of things, but it also protects you from fucking hugs. All right? Guys, keep that in mind. See you next time. Value mind.